After this story, I became completely certain, 100%, that houses in Turkey are truly haunted. Follow the story to the end, because its ending is shocking in every sense of the word. I had moved to live in Turkey and rented a house in the capital, and the owners told me they wanted to sell all the furniture inside, and what shocked me was how cheap it was. I bought everything and moved in. During the first nights, I began hearing strange noises, shouting, laughter, and the sound of people playing cards. As if there were a crowd in the next room. I thought it was just the neighbors, especially since the previous owner of the house used to live in the apartment right next to mine. One night, my cat was playing in the bedroom. Suddenly, she looked up at me. She was smiling, and her eyes were glowing with a dim red light. At that moment, I felt that something wasn't right in that house. Then came a day I will never forget for the rest of my life. I saw a woman standing across from my house, staring at me through the window. I kept seeing her again, and every time, she would suddenly disappear. Until one day, I heard knocking on the door. I went to open it, and there she was, the same woman who had been watching me. I opened the door, trembling. She said in a hesitant voice, "I need to tell you something, but I'm really not sure if I should." I said, "Please, Auntie, go ahead. What is it?" She looked at me with teary eyes and said, "This house is haunted. My daughter used to live here before you. She's the one who sold you all that furniture for so cheap. Because she died here. The television fell on her while she was standing in front of it, and she died instantly. Take your son and leave this place as soon as possible." I just wanted to ease my conscience. That night, we rushed to look for another house. But, as you know, things like that don't happen in a day or two. While we were still waiting to move, something happened that I will never forget. One day, I was getting dressed to go out, and suddenly my son ran into the room. Then, within seconds, I couldn't find him. I started calling out, "Mohammed, Mohammed." Then I saw him, hanging by his jacket in midair, as if some invisible force was holding him 2 meters above the ground. Suddenly, he was thrown down right in front of my feet, and I heard a whisper in my ear say, "Leave this place immediately." I grabbed my son, ran out of the house, and left everything behind. I only had the clothes on me. Sometime later, my husband happened to pass by the same house. He saw a young man living there now. He stopped, greeted him, and asked how the house was. The man smiled and said, "Everything's great. Why do you ask?" My husband replied, "I just wanted to tell you to leave that place right away. It's haunted." The young man frowned and said coldly, "I already know. I've been living here for a long time." My husband chuckled awkwardly, said, "As long as you're comfortable," and walked away. But when he turned around one last time, he froze. The young man was still standing at the door, but his legs weren't human. They were the legs of a horse. Write your opinions in the comments. Those of you who live in Ankara, have you heard of haunted houses there? Share your stories, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.